Good morning, church. Let's go. Good morning, church. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, church. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, church. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. Sun is up, birds singing. Time to get your
And we're back.
blessings in. No time for
So,
frowns.
Mr. Devon Seals, I want to ask a question, right? Do you think that the Calypso fraternity has been under this sort of scrutiny in governments past? I'm just asking. Do you think this is something that has just arisen in recent times, or do you think it has always been something that has been under
Always,
scrutiny?
it has always been an issue in the past. I mean, we can go back and hear our grandparents and parents talk about the time when Dr. Eric Williams and the Dr. Hollis Liverpool, the mighty shoulders at the time, would have been singing songs on the current government. And Dr. Williams, I mean, the way we treated it is not in that way about censoring and whatnot. They took it in good faith, and he even made the remark like the jackass break.
Yeah.
And he moved on, you know. He moved on. I mean, we had about where seeing Hollis Liverpool, Dr. Hollis Liverpool sang about Carl Hudson, Philip Afri, Carl. And then coming down the line there, we had, I mean, was always about the political satire. And there were, when it was a two-song competition, most of the times you would have had some kind of political commentary or social commentary with that next kind of party flavor song, or sometimes political and social. So, I mean, has been happening from since the days of slavery, from since the days of slavery. So, I wouldn't say that. I mean, but it's the first time you saw kind of like a concerted effort. This is the first time I have seen it. In fact, this is the first time I performed and I'm seeing certain marks coming from certain judges. You ask yourself if judges were planted, that was another issue there. As I saw some marks that I've never made in my 27 years of participating in this competition. Marks such as 49 out of 100, so, just borderline. So, I mean, but it is what it is, and I mean, if you have to do the job of the Calypsonian, then you should have no fear.
And
I
in the
think
sense of,
go ahead, Satan. Go ahead, Chantal.
sorry. And in the sense of being muted, right? I want to bring some accidental information that may have leaked, right? We're talking about WAC 90.1 FM. We heard a man allegedly being caught on a camera saying, "We muted Helon's mic on TTT." And then
I
all
heard
of a
that.
sudden, and then all of a sudden on YouTube, the video is taken down for suspicious and harmful content. What, as an artist, how do you feel about something like that? What does that do for your sense of safety as a musician, a calypsonian?
And just to continue right now, I think if I'm not mistaken, the channel is still off of YouTube currently, right? I mean, up to yesterday, I think it was still off. I've heard that the management at WAC, they mentioned that the reason why the channel is off of YouTube, I just find it's very coincidental that it happened the same time. The reason why the channel is off of YouTube is because of, violent content. And that was because of how he carried the stick fighting from the Friday and the Thursday before. I just found it strange that, I mean, it happened right after that incident at the Savannah. So I don't know. I still don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know who to believe. But we will see. We will see. At this station, I find it very strange that this was since last Sunday. A week has passed and we've still not seen the station on. And if it's justified that, you give your explanation of what stick fighting is about and it's just stick fighting, I see no reason why YouTube don't allow the station to come back up.
Correct.
Therefore, you said it correct earlier that this is the first time it's kind of this outward, this kind of bold, and I'm kind of comfortable with that because it means that the technology today, as much as a lot of times we cry it down and we say, it's distracting the youth, it's distracting people, but it's kind of exposing as well, because if it were not for that hot mic, if it wasn't for YouTube and a YouTube channel, it would have just been behind the scenes and the public would not know and they would just be hearing little rumors. But these days, rumors are very clear and they're in text, they're in audio. So even though, but you also said that it has been happening ever since conception. So do you think that this is all part of Calypso Monarch? This is all part of Carnival?
Let's get it right. What has been happening since inception? Is it that what you're talking about? This example here, because I have never.
The allegation and in some cases the proof, because there are some stuff is allegation, some stuff there was clear trying to clamp down on political commentary that was too current or that was too direct, and they would actually put limitations. That has been going on. I've been paying attention. Yeah. It has been going on.
I thought you were talking about the instance of the mic being muted, because I have been in this for this amount of time, and I mean, yes, you're in the competition and you're present there. I have never heard before where online. I mean, online is something new, but I mean, TTT.
Right.
We have been looking at the Masquerade and TTT for years, and we have never experienced this. I have never experienced this or seen this before.
Well, okay. So now it also shifts the shape of the art form now, because now it's more public, it's more exposed, and I assume that they would have to make certain changes, because we would have mentioned that the YouTube channel was down. We would have mentioned that there was a muted mic and then there was someone on a recording. So now steps would have to be taken to ensure that these things don't happen again, which would not have had to be taken in time past, because technology. So that was my point, that technology has now improved so much. And together with the improvement of technology, we have attempts to keep Calypsonians in check. Is that now changing the face of the culture? Do we now have to contend with this brand new thing, or is it really just the same battle that we're going to be fighting?
Right.
I would say it's going to be the same battle as a Calypsonian, because of the sharpness of the critique. Persons will always feel offended. And I mean, we have seen it when some persons are in government, when they are in opposition, they enjoy the political commentary. Once you target the government. And it's the opposite when they get into power.
Yes.
I mean, one Calypsonian, or he said, I can't remember who was the Calypsonian, but he said, if these politicians really listen to the Calypsonian, they listen to the Calypsonian, they will be in power for life, and take advice of the Calypsonian, they be power for life,
Yeah, but therefore they wouldn't have anything to write about.
No, believe me, the Calypsonian will always find a way to give a message.
Yeah, man.
So, as we wrapping up, because we're getting short on time, and I don't want to rush you, but there's some questions we still have. For the younger Calypsonians that are coming up, what is your encouragement for them? As we mentioned earlier, some of them might want to take a step back from being too crucial. What is your encouragement to the younger Calypsonians coming up?
I mean, once they study the history of it, I mean, I'm not saying that all your music have to be a political commentary, because I mean, Calypso is more than that. It's political commentaries, the humor, the soca, the social commentaries. So I mean, you try to be as diverse as possible, but call a spade, always be the voice of the voiceless. And I think once they take that route, but knowing the history from before makes things easier.
Right. Chantel, you have any questions?
Yes, I have one question as we close. Do you think that Calypsonians in the future will be focused more on getting a message out or doing what it takes to win? Because I feel like this has kind of shifted the landscape a little bit. And if you know, well, this is the formula to win, let me sing a calypso to win, or you think that people will still stay true to the art form regardless of the consequences?
That's a very good question. I really think because of the competition, a lot of calypsonians will design their calypsos to win, right? You know, sometimes if everyone takes that route, you will have 1,000,001 Trinidad and Tobago nice. Trinidad and Tobago is a paradise. You know, come to the islands and have some fun. And you will see it. You will see it in a final. If everybody wants to take that route, there will be so much red, white, and black, red, white, and black, red, white, and black. You know? So, I feel so. So you have to balance it with the competition. It cannot be just for competition alone.
Right.
So that means that you have the side of the return. You have the side on when you're looking at return on investment. I mean, you might do a song, you put it out there. I mean, and if you want to like focus on competition, and especially if they're going in a way where they look at competition now as being all social commentaries, then you will have problems.
All right, very quickly before we go, Mr. Seals, what do you have? I mean, the season is just over. You're probably taking a rest, or you're right back at it, preparing for 2027.
No. This is too early. I am resting right now. Resting, observing. You know, I like to look at the data, do some introspection, look at the analytics, see, you know, the system of the judges. I do some studying. You know?
Nice.
During this time. Yeah.
All right. Well, it was great having you here on Good Morning Church. Thank you, Mr. Devon Seals. Was valuable. Thank you.
It is indeed a pleasure to be here with you. Thanks as well.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Good morning, church. Let's go. Sun is up, birds singing. Time to get your blessings in. No time for frowns. Turn that thing upside down. Good morning, church. The day beginning. Forget your worries, cast your cares. The Lord is here.